Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a couple of couch potatoes in love that love reacting to some Castlevania.
Hell yeah, we do.
This is Castlevania Season 2, Episode 6. If you want all of our reactions to this series, we have a playlist down below in the description of this video. Also, a link to Patreon to get early ad-free access and see our full watch-along reactions for Castlevania. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay. Little pig, let me in.
Oh, what is happening right now?
It's getting huge.
Can we get that magic mirror working?
I think so. But I can't do two things at once here.
I know some Chaldaic. I know how to operate a distance mirror.
I can't do either of those things.
Come on, Belmont. Time to choose. You're either the last son of a warrior dynasty or a lucky drunk.
He's the last drunk son of a dynasty.
Okay. Get the mirror working, Alucard. Give me force numbers, species, and weapons count. Cypher stays on her job for now. But you're the bastard I chose to fight alongside back in Grazier. Do you have a problem with any of that?
Now. Boxed down here, we will eventually be overwhelmed. Unless we change the nature of the battle.
Agreed. Cypher!
I'm close to getting it.
I mean, the door's holding up pretty well.
It is. I mean, at least up until now.
Ooh, reverse pull-up. Badass.
Dude,
Not long enough? Okay.
what are you doing?
Not long enough to cover the door. To bar it.
Yeah, but like... Your magic door isn't gonna hold him. You think that's gonna do it?
It's something.
A for effort.
Yep. He's about as handy as I am.
You've built many pieces of furniture in this house.
There you are.
Brayla. Just to keep the peace between squabbling creatures who will starve and die,
Is that a 20-sided dice?
Yes.
so long as it brings silence. To Brayla, then.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, just in the middle of the town? Okay.
Unfortunate for anyone who might have, built their home there. Also, have we commented on the fact that that is the funniest looking castle I've ever seen? Kind of seems like an architectural marvel.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that thing's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna need to call Alucard in.
I mean, yes, you probably will, but don't discount him yet.
Oh!
Oh, and sign.
Yep.
Oh, and the sign.
You lost your sword. He's slow, though. Nice! Yep, there you go. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was gonna take both of them. Didn't think just he could do it. I doubt it. Is he chained up? Is that like her gimp?
I think it's her zombie pet.
Was that the priest?
I don't know.
Like reincarnated? If so, that would be so fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Bishop.
Holy.
Okay, what am I forgetting? Why does she want holy water?
Kill Dracula.
But surely it would possibly kill her as well.
I don't know how she like when she like try to convince Dracula to like take a bath in the lake. That's why. Take out his army. Shit.
Yeah, that's really gonna piss him off.
Mm-hmm. He spent a year building that army.
Come on, your ancestors didn't build this with like monster booby traps and stuff? Okay,
There you go.
good move.
Oh, even better move. Oh, shit.
Probably just as well I didn't get to play with the whip when I was a kid.
You again? You die.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Ooh, but he knows how to breakdance.
Oh,
Oh.
You tell them there are still Belmonts up here.
way to go, Belmont.
Hello.
He seems remarkably unconcerned with what you're doing.
There you go. Nice. Shit, they just keep coming.
You're an evil-looking bastard, aren't you? Well, I'll understand if you want to run away now.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Convenient. So these
Why
are
are they-
people loyal to her?
And they're dressed like the elves from Rivendell.
Move.
What?
You can't go back to the castle now. You betrayed the old man.
You really didn't see that?
My God. You're still the baby who had his Isaac is still the indigent boy getting beaten in the streets, and Dracula is destroying the world. Nothing but man-children. You're mine now, Forge Master. You have nothing left but me.
Congratulations. I think it's gonna be a great life for you.
Yeah. Now you can be her pet.
Mm-hmm.
See, that castle's not normal.
It's okay, just like throw a fireball at it. Well, that didn't work the last time.
I mean, I think they would do better than Belmont's stick.
Castle.
Keep focused on it. I have to be able to see it to put my intent on it. That's all magic is, Alucard. Changing things in accordance with my intent.
Ooh. She's intent.
Hope she didn't need anything on that paper.
Those were all my passwords.
Does kind of feel like that happens to the password paper, doesn't it?
Yeah. You can surrender now. I thought they were just gonna like politely knock. The way he like walked up to it. They don't look scared.
Of course, I wouldn't be either if I had Dracula on my side.
Mm-hmm. But Dracula's not down there. He's up in his room, pressed.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. They burst into flames.
I think that was a stake through the heart.
Dracula,
Did we meet resistance at Brayla?
we are betrayed at Brayla.
Nobody takes my castle from me.
See Dracula kick some fucking ass.
Cypher, you can do it.
It's like I'm pulling against an anchor. And a water wheel all at once.
He moves the castle using an engine. That's what's acting against.
Okay, Alucard, you're not doing anything right now, so why don't you help him?
Help somebody.
Ooh.
You know, Belmont, I think you started playing with whips at just the right age.
Someone's messing with his 20-sided die.
Do as you're told.
Nice. Oh,
Oh.
shit. Slip sliding away. Uh-oh. That's problems. Just back it up, back it up.
What the fuck just
Oh, perfect delivery.
Yep. That was great.
I did it.
Way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you land the castle, Cypher?
Right on top of us. Oh, yes, I landed it on the surface, right above this underground space that's probably only held up by wood and dirt. Let's go.
Oh my god.
I like that they brought the bishop back just one more time just to, you know, kill him again. And, you know, he was like her little pet for a little bit. That was, I did not see that coming. That was actually a pretty great plan by Camilla.
Beautiful irony, too, that he winds up dying a second time by holy water.
Yeah.
That was just poetic justice at its finest. I applaud it. This was a big action episode and very satisfying for that reason. But it was also a huge setup episode because Camilla has now made her move. So like we have this setup to the showdown without the showdown. Very fun to see how she thought up the plan to get rid of his army. Her army came prepared with bridges. So I have to say, like, since holy water is kind of like the equivalent of burning acid for them, they still were remarkably comfortable walking across a bridge over what would be like burning acid. Like, if you were to put a bridge over burning acid and tell me to walk across, I have to have a lot of faith in that bridge. I mean, that was something where I was like, wow, no hesitation whatsoever. Okay. Also, Sypha, gotta love her. Where did you put the castle? Right on top of us. Great planning. That was wonderful.
Hector, man, just keeps getting bitched around by Camilla.
Yeah.
But he is such a child, and he is so naive, and just did not see it coming, and like has no doesn't have the foresight of the planning that Camilla does.
So they've done a really good job contrasting Hector and Isaac, because when we first meet them, they are both. There's a lot of similarities. They fall into the same category in a lot of things. They are the humans who are loyal to Dracula. They're very comfortable with the end of humanity.
Yeah.
They are serving their purpose, and they have a certain set of skills or attributes that they bring to the table that makes them special and why they are so necessary when everyone else is a vampire. So in a lot of ways, you kind of look at them as being very similar and even kind of equals. And it's been in the past few episodes that we start to learn how they're different. And the contrast most starkly and apparently has been in the loyalty or lack thereof to Dracula. But the referring to Hector in a childlike way, it's sort of how I imagine people describe young souls and old souls. And what I mean by that is, like, when somebody refers to someone else as an old soul, it's because they seem to see so far beyond the here and now. Like, they project that essence, that energy, that ability of foresight. And I don't mean that as like they're psychic. I mean that simply as like they have a patience. They have a sort of air about them that makes you think of them as an old soul, because they project a wisdom and a maturity beyond what maybe their youthful appearance would make them earn. Whereas like some people are very young souls. They're passionate and they throw themselves entirely in and like think of all those youthful attributes. You know, think Romeo and Juliet. Those are two young souls. Like, throw yourselves in 110% into something, regardless of all of the people around you saying like, hey, this isn't maybe a good idea, or like maybe you should, I don't know, even just think it through a little bit. Like, like that's the kind of difference. And that's kind of how I think of Hector and Isaac. Like, Isaac is an old soul. He sees the chessboard. He sees the chessboard 3 games away even. And he has the patience and the fortitude to see how the hand plays out, to see where the pieces fall, and to just take it all in, which usually is something that comes with age. And Hector is very much the young one. He's like, I saw the pawn go to this piece on the board, and I know my rook can take him. I'm not thinking about like the queen or the bishop or the knight. I just know that my guy can take this guy, and that's all I'm going to play right now. And that's kind of just how Hector comes across. He has that element, which can be really refreshing because there's no necessary underhandedness to it, because he can't think far enough ahead to be underhanded and truly manipulative. But also when you're trying to maybe betray someone or second guessing your commander, if you're a young soul like that and you're just thinking one move ahead, you're going to get screwed.
And Belmont's fighting, I just love what they do with it, because there's an effortlessness to it, but it's not slick and smooth. Which is what you kind of like expect from your hero and from someone that would like, take down everybody. But it's not at the same time also like super sloppy.
You mentioned effortless, but I think the key with him is that they actually make it really effortful. Like, what he does are moves that no human could do. Yeah. Like, I think they say, what is the phrase or the saying that they say that an expert in something, somebody who's a master at something, will make it appear effortless. Yeah. With Belmont, what they make him do are moves that none of us could do. Oh, yeah. And somehow he's also really effortful with it. Like, it's costing him. He's grunting. He's getting the shit kicked out of him. So in a way, it should make us go like, oh, that's really tough. Somehow it has the reverse effect where we still go like, wow, they're making that look like it takes a lot of work. And so like, I could do a lot of work and I could do that. Somehow they've like found this sort of Bermuda Triangle of effort and mastery, and they've made that how Belmont operates. But it's perfect because he lacks perfect finesse. He's not so cookie cutter the way we expect him to be. Mm-hmm. So we're happy with it and we're surprised and we're on board with it because it's new and refreshing because of that. But he's also doing these amazing things.
See, but it's like, it's yes, there is effort there, but like, I mean, with the backwards, like pull up or whatever, or something like that, like he was hanging there for a while. All right. And it's not like that he just went right into it, like super smooth. But when he did it, like, it didn't seem like it was tough for him to do. And like you said, like the moves that he's doing, they don't make it seem like he's like super tough, but there's like an effort to like the buildup of like, of like doing the move or something like that, you know, like, and it's not just kind of knocking him in. It's not like every single move that he's fighting against, he has this like slick counter to or whatever. Like, he gets knocked on his ass and he's just like, all right, well, how do I get myself out of this? All right, I just gotta whip this thing around. And like, but he does it so, like I said, like so effortlessly. Like, it's just, it's that, like those reflexes are still there from when he was like, did give a shit and trained and was a great fighter. Like, so that's all, it's all like instinct that he's like kind of fighting on, and like muscle reflex that is helping him out in this, because it's not his like fast thinking.
No, that's true. Although I do love the fact that he talked about how he wasn't allowed to play with whips at like a certain age or until a certain age or whatnot. And then like the next thing we see basically is him doing this amazing move where he just like whips that chain with the fire thing at the end and boom, it gets him right at the right moment. Like that was just beautiful timing in the whole thing, from the line to the move and the delivery was perfect. Dracula is supposedly right upstairs.
Yeah.
Any predictions? A little Alucard, Dracula, father-son reunion?
I think so.
Belmont and Dracula?
Alucard's been kind of sidelined. I mean, we saw Belmont and even Sypha do some pretty impressive stuff that last episode, and Alucard was just kind of sitting there. So I think next episode it's gonna be an Alucard episode, and we're gonna see a little bit more from him. What I'm curious about is Camilla's line when she was talking about, you know, she like bashed Hector, she bashed Isaac, she bashed Dracula, and she's like, all these man children. What do you think about her character? Because, you know, you like the strong female characters, but she's not a good character. She's kind of like got a little Cersei Lannister in her.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she definitely does.
Yeah.
She's complicated. Like, as a feminist, and I am a proud feminist, I like her because of her take charge attitude and her ability to play with the big boys and see multiple moves ahead on the chessboard, because she has in this moment gotten the better of Dracula. Mm-hmm. I mean, he says, oh, she played her hand, but like he didn't say like, oh, I was expecting this, or yeah, I mean, you know, he doesn't seem to have had a brilliant move in mind.
Yeah.
Even if he thought that she was going to do something. On the flip side though, and with some understanding for whatever it was that she went through, she's a bit of a man-hater. And there's a very big difference between being a feminist and being a man-hater. And it's when those lines get blurred that it gives feminists a bad name. So on that side, I'm like, oh, I don't really love you right now. So I like her as a villain, because I think she brings an interesting dynamic. She is a stark contrast to Dracula. So there is a lot of stuff that I think that they can play with from a storytelling perspective. I think there's the test, right? Like, would you actually want to, I don't know, grab a drink with them and like pick their brain and get to know them in any further capacity? And with Camilla, I'd go, nah.
Yeah, because Cersei Lannister, you want to grab some wine with.
I would.
Yeah.
Her story in the Battle of Blackwater, like, it would be fun to get Cersei Lannister drunk.
Yeah, it would.
I'm not gonna lie, it'd be fun. I don't really feel that way about Camilla. She's not giving me anything. Like with Cersei, there's a bit of a of a damaged person in there. And there is an ability that she has, I think, some self-awareness to see herself in other young women in the positions that they're in at court in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's true.
With Camilla, I don't see her empathizing with anyone.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, that
is a difference.
I don't really want to get to know, because I don't think I'm going to learn anything of value in getting to know you that I won't see from a distance.
All right. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access or you want to see our full watch-along reactions for this, check out the description of this video because we got a link to Patreon there. Also have a link for our playlist down below in the description of this video. If this is the first time you're checking us out, go ahead and check out the other reactions we have for Castlevania. And we have playlists for all of those shows that we react to here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Castlevania Season 2, Episode 6. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.